At the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Mark 10, ladies! Mark 59! Under 10, under 10, 10 and a half.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
10, 10. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. White. Why? Get wide.
From the gun to give to Mixon. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watch it. 22-jet bomber.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right now. Check 59.
2nd and 13. He's got Smith here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, Alpha.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
General West. Switch.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Let's go now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch up, switch up. Smooth. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
2nd and 10. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground is Michel. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 50. Watch the safety creep. Omaha, ready blue.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Score. Joe Mixon, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Bravo.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll get this to Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
54. You must be dreaming. Kill. Hey, 22. Kill. Turn up. Hey, 5-0. Alert. 80 weapons. What happened?
From the 35 on 2nd down, Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Brings up third down and 4.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
22! 3 down. Bang, bang, bang! Hey, 50!
Now Joe Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call... Sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the 2nd and 7. On the screen, this is Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way, and boy, he can get hurt.
Now back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Mostert. 20. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Raheem Mostert, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Go! Let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go! Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Here we go. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9". I know he ain't got it. Mike's 50. Hey, Haywood. I'm coming for you. You mine.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, back up. Here we go. 24-yard gain on the play. Check 59.
He'll drop to throw. They'll buy some time right, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Watch the slack. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Y'all not ready. Hey, orbit. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, zoom.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards. They come out here in the eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
No. He's coming. We got double up.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
That's the way. Slam. Check 52. Check 31.
2nd and 6. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's caught by Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lady! Quad! Come on, Mahar! Ready, move! Hey, keep it up! Check! Look at him!
Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready!
Throwing on second and long. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Get that ball! Hey, foxtrot! Sponge! Alert! Watch the twist!
Mixon with it. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
High 7. Alpha! 26 Mike!
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
26 Mike! Let's go, Heavy! Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some! Here we go! Get it!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
4 down, even. 26 Mike! I'm coming after you! Hey, team 6! 26 Mike! Target! 26 Mike! Push him back!
Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
64, switch it, come on, switch it.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Check. Kill. 61, matchbox lights. Bravo. Now.
Second and 4. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
26 Mike. I'm scared. 26 Mike. Here we go. 26 Mike. Ready? Hey, wahoo! 26 Mike. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10.
Check. Lucky. You draw quarter. Check. 25. Check 25.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get... Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Made the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Go, go. Mike 59, Mike 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Ready?
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Let's get him home. He's coming. Double up, double up. Protein spill.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, G. Hey, Haywood. Check 59, Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Middle. Kill.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Lady! 22! Check! Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, exit. Mike 38, Mike 38. Stay 50, stay 50. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Check it back, check it back.
This is Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Stafford on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
32. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
SOS. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 43. Check.
Now Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, they're scared. Watch the shit! 10. Check. 40 got. Kill.
This is Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, echo. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Here's Stafford. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
59 mark. Check, 59. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, Zoo. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Hey, Foxtrot. 59. Mike, 59. Hey, I'm coming. Mike, check, 59. Hey, here I come.
Looking to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Hey, 7. 59, check, 59. You better be afraid of me. Hey, Alpha. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
You got take. Smooth. On the ball now.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, Team 6. I'm coming. Mike, check.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, Delta. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's get the ball.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Completes it to Hardman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go. Mike, check. 59. Hey, Charlie. Watch the run.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 13. Check. Fresno. Chance. Slam.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go. 80 weapon. Coming to you. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, come on out here. Hey, Haywood. Come on here, come get some. Here, Roy. Mike, check, 59. Know your job. Hey, exit. Check, 59. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better. Ready?
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you along.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that'll... Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.